UFC 280 took place on October 22nd at Etihad Arena in Abu Dhabi. It was headlined by a vacant lightweight title fight between former champion Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev. The co-main event featured a bantamweight bout between the champion Aljamain Sterling and the former champ TJ Dillashaw. Welcome to MMA Money, where I break down purses and bonuses for MMA events and fighters. Hit the like button if you enjoy the video. Let's jump into the first fight. The main card kicked off with a flyweight bout that saw Manon Fiorot outlast Katlyn Chookagian for a unanimous decision. Chookagian came in 1.5 pounds over the 126-pound limit and would therefore forfeit 20% of her purse. She took home $94,000. Fiorot would add Chookagian's 20% to her total, going home with $107,500. In the second fight, lightweight contender Beneil Dariush defeated Mateusz Gamrot by unanimous decision. Dariush had success in the grappling exchanges and dropped Gamrot with an overhand left in the third round on his way to the win. For his work, Gamrot took home $86,000, while Dariush earned a total of $231,000. The third fight saw Sean O'Malley take a controversial split decision win over the number one bantamweight contender Petr Yan. O'Malley had more significant strikes and certainly caused more damage. However, with over 5 minutes of control time and superior grappling, many thought Yan did enough to win. The decision is the biggest win in O'Malley's career and a setback for Yan, who will have to wait a little longer for another shot at the title. While he lost, Yan still took home a Fight of the Night bonus and $171,000 on the night. And the winner, Sean O'Malley, earned himself a win bonus as well as the Fight of the Night bonus for a total of $256,000. The co-main event, while highly anticipated, was highly disappointing. An injured TJ Dillashaw dislocated his shoulder just seconds into the fight with bantamweight champ Aljamain Sterling. As a result, Sterling dominated on the feet and on the ground as Dillashaw was essentially fighting with one arm. His corner managed to pop his shoulder back in after the first, but it quickly popped back out and the fight was called just over a minute into the second round. TJ took home $350,000 to show, and as a former champion, I estimated $200,000 in pay-per-view revenue for a total of $582,000. Meanwhile, the champ Aljamain Sterling earned $400,000 guaranteed and $350,000 in pay-per-view for a total of $792,000. And finally, the main event, Islam Makhachev submitted Charles Oliveira in front of essentially a home crowd at 3:16 of the second round. Charles really had no answers as Islam controlled the short fight on the feet and on the ground. Prior to the fight, Charles was asked whether he would be earning pay-per-view points since he technically was not the champion coming into the fight due to his weight miss at UFC 274.
Você vai ganhar pay-per-view como campeão para essa luta?
Você quer saber, né?
You wanna know, right?
Conta no conta.
Do I tell you? I don't.
You should tell us.
Você deveria contar.
Vou ganhar.
I will.
Sou campeão, né, irmão?
I'm the
Campeão
champ,
tem que
brother.
ganhar, viu?
Champion needs to get it.
While disappointed in the loss, Oliveira still took home a guaranteed $400,000 along with $32,000 in fight week incentive pay, and I'm estimating $500,000 in pay-per-view revenue, adding up to a total of $932,000. And the new UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev earned $350,000 to show, $32,000 in fight week incentive, a performance of the night bonus, and as he was not a former or current champion coming into this fight, he probably didn't receive pay-per-view points, but for the sake of this video, I went ahead and gave him the benefit of the doubt for another $200,000, all coming out to a total of $632,000. According to color commentator and UFC Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier, over $1 million was spent on Islam's camp leading up to the fight, which if accurate means that in reality his team actually took a $500,000 loss in the fight. However, as the champion, he'll likely make that back many times over through business opportunities and future fights. That's all for UFC 280. The UAE Mixed Martial Arts Federation does not release official payout information, so the totals I've shown in this video are just estimates based on reports and past earnings. As always, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comments what other topics you'd like to hear about, as well as how to improve the channel.